Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. It's been kind of a hot minute. We missed y'all. Kind of.
We're still recovering from New York.
But we're here back home in our home turf in Austin. I'm gonna preface something, guys. We're not shooting in the studio, so I apologize for the probably better quality than usual.
Even though there's a million people buzzing by
That's
us,
right.
It still probably sounds better than our studio.
We are actually at the first ever watch show in Austin, Texas. They've never, like, for some reason, horology just doesn't come here, but that's not the news anymore. We have someone new here, and he is popping the cherry of the live music capital as far as horology goes.
The first ever MicroLux
That's
in
right.
Austin, Texas.
Austin MicroLux.
Brought to us by
Rich.
Hey guys, yeah, thanks for being here and thanks for having me.
Well, I'm glad that we got rich and not someone poor. So let's do a little wrist check.
Yeah.
Or go around. Rich, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, what are you
since you're the
wearing?
guest?
I'm not having anything on right now because I go around and I take a lot of pictures with different watches. So
Smart.
my wrist is bare from my own collection.
And you know what? I'm actually wearing the Hublot service watch, but this time around, I moved it to my right hand, just because it was a lot easier to try on watches when you don't have a watch on your wrist. What are you wearing, Bren?
I have the Moonswatch mission to Uranus.
Oh, you bought that from New York?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. How was that? Was that difficult to get or?
I actually just walked in to the Times Square store, and they had this is like the last one they had. I was very lucky.
If people just waited,
Yeah, right?
they
That's the
wouldn't
whole
have to
thing.
pay that premium.
Sometimes people have more money than sense, I think.
Some people, the people that paid $650 for a plastic watch, boy.
It's bioceramic, Jay.
Yeah, man. So we're at MicroLux. For those not aware, this venue, gorgeous, beautiful artwork, and then there's also tons of watches. Man, I would say like 35 brands, but why don't we?
So for those of our listeners that don't know what MicroLux is, why don't you just kind of describe what MicroLux is?
Yeah, so MicroLux is a watch fair for the more approachable brands, all the way up to some really expensive. I mean, this year we have Custos, and they have that gold tourbillon for $270,000 or so, and then we have some watches, in between, from everywhere from 500 and in between. But I would say a couple thousand is probably the sweet spot where we're at.
And you've been doing this for how many years? The MicroLux show?
MicroLux, 2019.
Okay, right before the pandemic.
Yeah, a good couple years before.
And it was in Chicago first, right?
LA was the first
LA?
one,
LA?
and then we've done Chicago, and we were the first one to. When the pandemic hit, we were the first one to pivot to a virtual event.
That's right. I remember.
It was live all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and so I was very proud of that. We were all very proud of that.
I mean, it was badass, honestly. The way that they operated under the pandemic, it was. I don't think anyone was doing it. You guys, I'm positive you're the only one who actually did it.
Yeah, all shows were obviously canceled.
They canceled it with no replacement.
But I didn't. Yeah, and we didn't want to miss the momentum because we were starting to really gain traction. So we just had the idea to go virtual, live, and not pre-recorded. I think we had 2 segments that was pre-recorded, but we were live all weekend. That was great fun, and I think it changed a lot of the way that the watch industry has done, made awareness for their brands.
So why Austin?
Well, we've had success in LA and Chicago. We thought Austin would be a nice way to branch out. There hasn't been a watch event here in Austin, so we thought it was an appropriate market for us, and the way that day one started off, it would seem to confirm that.
Big turnout here.
Big turnout, yeah. We're very appreciative.
Is Neil still involved in the trade show? Because I remember that you and him were the founders, right?
Well, Neil is very instrumental in the trade show. He's not a founder, but he's been very important for the show.
This trade show, do you find yourself branching out more into the higher end brands too? Because before it was mostly micro brands, right? And now we're kind of seeing some higher end pieces. Is that?
Yeah, micro brands, or some people refer to it as that, or boutique brands, or indie brands, or enthusiast driven brands. They're kind of under that same umbrella. but we have just by nature expanded to some of the more well-known names that
Yeah.
have reached out as our shows have gotten bigger and gained traction. They become more aware of us, and you know we're happy to welcome them. I think it's a good advantage to introduce some smaller brands, and some of the mainstream brands.
And what's the process to get what's the process to become part of that trade show? Like if we started a brand and I don't know, we wanted to do something new.
Ufrain, maybe?
Yeah. How do you approach the brands, or do they come to you, or is it
Sometimes both. We've had a steady, loyal brand since we started. But yeah, some of us said, "Hey, we've heard about you. We've heard, thankfully, good things. How can we take part in it?" And so
Yeah.
it works both ways.
Yeah, I heard you turn down like Rolex and Patek.
Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah, he
Sure.
said no.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Not
So-
for me.
Out of all the years you guys done the show since 2019 now, what are some of your fondest memories? Both as a founder and also as a watch enthusiast.
When we introduce somebody who hasn't seen the watch in person, gets really excited about a watch that they haven't seen before, maybe just on Instagram, and they like it so much that they go home with the watch, and that's really a great feeling because the brand is happy, they're proud,
Yeah.
and the watch collector went home with a watch that he otherwise, may not have, and as a collector, there's some great brands that I ended up leaving with too. Yeah, some that I looked forward to seeing for my own personal reasons.
For discounts, right?
Yeah, that's me, dude.
So there are some. I'm trying to think of the top. Towson Watches is a great brand. They're right in front of us.
Yeah, who are you most excited about this show showing up at this particular Austin event?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. I think the direction that
so
I would choose to
loaded.
take would be, I'm happy to see Zodiac here. I'm always happy to see Itaenoi. I'm happy to
Itaenoi.
see Towson Watches get notoriety and people get to see their brands. But I'm also happy for Jack Mason and the way that with their new Stratotimer GMT,
Yeah.
using the new Miyota 9075 movement. I'm real happy for them too.
And Jack Mason is a Texas company. Did you know that?
Yeah, they're a local brand. Well, Dallas, yeah.
And Rich, do you live in LA? Or?
I do, yes.
And you're staying there? Are you gonna move to Austin like all the other California?
Like all of you
Not
guys?
yet. Haven't moved here yet.
Not yet. Well, maybe hanging out with us for another hour will
We'll
make
detract you.
stay
Maybe.
there.
Maybe.
So now we talk a little bit about MicroLux, and I've tried to look at the internet and just like search a little bit about you. And there's a good bit, but a lot of it is actually like high-end articles, like high-end publications talking to you. So now I want to kind of get to the nitty-gritty to who you are, Richard Park. Who is Richard Park, right?
Yeah. What
So-
are your dirty little secret kinks?
We don't got to start there yet. But what got you started in the hobby?
Well, I grew up with watches. We had a family business. One of the uncles owned watches, so I spent weekends there. I just always liked watches, even going back to the original, the Swatches.
The Swatch space.
Second watch, baby.
Or when
Second watch.
when Tissot had their the watches made out of a rock or stone.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a
So-
while back.
Well, by the time I came around to it, yeah, but it was yeah. I mean, I've always been interested in watches.
And what would you say is your spirit watch? What represents you? If you could pick any one watch that represents you as a person, as a soul, as an individual.
Oh, one watch, huh? Oh, that's a pretty good question. I like Lindwerdelin a lot. I like their
Lindwerdelin?
three-timer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those are unique watches. They stand the test of time. They have timeless designs.
They're also quite
So
on the
you-
high end.
Great
Yeah.
independent. Yeah, high end.
I
But,
love
you know,
them.
they make great watches.
And what do you see me and Jay?
Yeah, so now you
Put a
just
watch on me and
briefly-
Jay.
What?
Yeah.
What's our soul watch? When you
so
look at
if
Jay,
you're
what-
Linda Werderlin, what do you see in us?
Maybe
Just off the looks.
Just off the
maybe
looks.
maybe Jay would be a Seiko.
Oh, hey, I'd take it.
Seiko
Okay,
Astron.
okay, come on, give me something good. Give me something good.
Well, you already told me about your Omega.
Okay, I'll take Omega. I'll take this. The Moon watch?
Yeah, Omega.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm better than you, dude.
Not the Speedmaster. He's talking about the Moon Swatch, made out of plastic.
Bioceramic.
Nah, that's not it at all. So, I'm curious, Rich. MicroLux, being kind of an event where you're fully independent. And I'm saying that in a sense where you're not like a publication, right? Where do you see yourself and MicroLux in 5 years?
Well, we might expand into the, different cities, maybe add another season.
Oh, another season.
We might end up doing some collaborations with watch brands that they've certainly approached us to do special editions.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we'll see. And then beyond that, I'm not so sure. We'll see from there.
Why don't we go back a little bit to the show? Because I'm really curious. I mean, do you have a team that helps coordinate all of the logistics behind setting these shows up?
Yeah, of course. We have I have a great team that we work. They work tirelessly. They do a lot of things. We do things together. So yeah, this is not a one-man show. That would be impossible.
You heard that, man? Impossible to do it with one man.
Yeah,
that's
you
why the
need a team.
podcast we have 4 now.
That's why we have 4. We're expanding too. We know.
Yeah,
how
I
it
saw your
feels.
team. You ran like 5 or 6 deep.
So there's a brand here. My personal favorite, let me just tell you, all right, is the watch whose dial is made out of a cigar paper.
Are you talking about Vortic?
No, I'm not talking about RT. It's
Close
next
in
to
the
RT.
proximity. He's right next to that.
It's,
Chuvan Havali. Yeah.
My God, dude. Honestly, like, I'm not one to say punch us above fucking price point or like any of that cheesy shit.
Oh yeah.
$350 for what they make. Incredible. I don't understand how they are charging so little.
Great designs, original
Absolutely.
designs. He was definitely. His booth has been just nonstop busy.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of
been
people
hard to
are
get back there.
getting to discover his watches in person. It's a brand that deserves recognition. I'm glad he's getting it.
I had never seen them until today.
They're just unique and
it's
so cool.
So funny. So like Banu, one of good friends of the show, the Revolution editor-in-chief guy, like he comes see us.
Banu
and
was here.
he bought a watch from them. He's like, this is the best watch here.
Or which one did he buy?
It's the one where it's like multi-layer from the Holgar.
Okay, yeah.
He's
Eric, who owns the brand, is also a really nice guy.
Amazing. Honestly, my favorite. And I'm
So-
pretty sure we're going to do a group buy.
Okay.
Very talented guy, very talented.
So since doing this since 2019, right? Have you seen some of the brands that participate in this event kind of rise to higher acclaim and fame?
Yes, but I'm a little bit hesitant to say that because I don't want it to look like we're taking so much credit for that. But yeah, there were some brands that started on Kickstarter. And they didn't, they were close maybe of reaching their goals. And then, events like this, or specifically MicroLux, helped them, people see their stuff in person and they signed up and it helped them reach their goals. So,
I mean, it's just much different when you see a watch in person compared
Absolutely.
to seeing the photo. Holding it in your hand, you're like, wow, fuck, dude, like this is so much better in person.
It's giving the micro brands an opportunity, retail space for a weekend.
yeah,
right?
otherwise attention and that retail space that they otherwise would not have. So
And it gives me and Jay a chance to harass people when we come here and do videos.
This guy is the bastion for the micro brands, for the
He's
little
the bastion host for
Yeah.
the micro brands.
guy. But also some who are not micro who are selling watches for $270,000.
That's crazy.
It's
We
so
had to talk.
much.
We had to talk to that guy. Have you found any other cities and like Red Bar
Scouts.
communities or watch communities that have been contacting you to come to their city at all? And kind of.
Oh, I bet.
Yes, and we're just weighing those options. I mean, Austin was the first one we did outside of Chicago and LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all, best
Okay,
I
that's all you
answer
can
that.
say for right now.
Yeah, for right now.
But you're thinking maybe adding a fourth city for
Maybe
for
adding
the
a
year.
Dude, I
fourth
mean the
city, yes.
season, right?
Yeah,
like,
the season, the fourth
what's
season.
it called?
You could be a Grand Seiko, dude. Just
Chicago
sell the
was
seasons.
wildly successful.
Chicago has been great to us. It's been a great city. Chicago is a permanent home.
because I remember LA initially was good. Chicago doubled it. Is like the conception of like people's reactions on how good the event was.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So another event that happens in Chicago that we went to was Wind Up Fair.
Sure.
So how does MicroLux compare to Wind Up?
I don't know if we can say compare. I mean, I think we're probably two of the biggest
Yeah, shows.
watch fairs, in the U.S. for the more approachable brands. They've been around probably a couple years more than we have. That's about how I would compare
Yeah.
us. We both have our communities and followers, and I'm sure there is overlap because there is some overlap with the brands too. So
Yeah, I see.
it's great they do. Little surprised they came into Chicago. To be honest, we were there, but
I think most of the watch community was surprised on that.
Well, now you found a new home in Austin, so we'll keep an eye out if they try to come to our
I will
city.
fuck them up.
Yeah, we'll
there's got to be
rope 'em
some.
up.
I think there's an understood rule and etiquette. So
There is. But
Okay.
we'll fuck them up. Just say so, Rich. We'll break their kneecaps.
no violence.
no
No
violence.
violence, please.
Just blackmail, right?
Anyway, so yeah, go ahead.
Well, what are you most excited about this weekend in terms of not even the brands, but just
Just being in
in
Austin.
general?
Well, the turnout, which has been amazing, and the Austin watch community really being accepting and really appreciative of seeing these watches in person and the interaction with the brand owners and all these watch enthusiasts. That's the best thing. That's the best thing we can expect, and it's happening really nicely.
And do you think this event would suffice for next year if you come back to Austin?
Yeah.
Well, it's
You mean
day
this-
one. Let's see.
We'll
this is
see.
You mean this venue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. All the brands love it. It's a great space. It's as long as the size can accommodate everybody. It's great. They've got great art here. It's a great area. So
Yes.
right now, sure.
Sure, so far. Now, let's turn to horror stories for MicroLux. Have you had to ever kick anyone out or anything like
For
that?
being belligerent?
For being belligerent,
No.
too drunk? So
Fortunately.
pretty well behaved.
Pretty well behaved. Yeah.
Anyway, so we appreciate you, Rich.
Yeah, thanks for
sitting
having
down
me.
with
Yeah,
us.
thanks for sitting down
and,
with us.
and thanks actually especially for bringing MicroLux to Austin.
Yeah.
A lot of the people here have been talking about the watch community, watch scene, and how there's never any representation that comes out to Austin.
I feel like you're actually hearing us and responding, and you're actually,
Yeah.
he's actually listening to us.
We want to thank you for coming to Austin and bringing it here, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been an amazing day one. Looking forward to day two tomorrow. So
All right.
thanks for having me, and you guys will be here tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we'll be here.
That'll be great.
We'll
I know a
chop
lot of
up.
brands want to talk to you too. So
We'll
thanks
come
again.
without all the equipment. We'll just come with us ourselves.
No, we gotta bring this.
All
So,
right.
hey, we'll see you guys later.
Take care.
Bye.
All right,
Thanks.
thanks guys.
All right, we're on. Hey,
Today we're gonna have a rotating chair,
smorgasbord.
and we have with us
Nas,
From?
Holgar,
Holgar.
Holgar.
Is it Holgar or Olgar?
Holgar.
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 Sounds like a Lord of the Rings character or something. What's behind the name?
Behind the name, it's Holgar means simplicity.
Simplicity. So like
Swedish.
Philip Dufour. Okay.
You
It's
got
Philip
it.
Dufour.
So simplicity in what language?
Swedish.
Swedish. Oh shit.
So you from Switzerland?
I'm from Switzerland, not Sweden though. Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
You know, I get this confused.
I
all
just
the
got
time.
that confused actually. I've had a few of these vodka cranberries and
So-
we're just grooving right now.
Are those vodka cranberries
Yeah.
you guys
Yes,
having?
In the back room, you want some? We can get our intern to go pull.
Or,
I'm good, I'm
yeah,
good,
if you
I'm
want, we
good.
can have someone go grab it for you. So, before we talk about your brand, I want to know, what's the first ever watch you ever got?
The first ever watch I ever got was Gucci.
Gucci.
Yeah. But that's because I was working for Gucci.
Oh,
The first watch I ever wore was in 1990 when I started working for Gucci.
That's a pretty.
that's a good answer.
I haven't heard anyone where the
Yeah.
first watch.
It was-
Usually-
it was free though.
Okay.
we can admit that, right?
So we can edit that one out.
Usually what happens is people are like, oh, Swatch, or like a plastic
Seiko or
Mickey Mouse
Exactly.
watch.
Fossil or some
They
shit.
don't usually go for
Gucci.
Gucci.
Yeah.
Damn.
He casually drops Gucci.
Well, no, I never wore watches before,
Uh-huh.
and after school, after university, I moved from the U.S. to Switzerland, and that's the first time I got involved in the watch industry. That's I've been working in the industry now for over 33 years, and of course, the first job I got was with Gucci, and that's how I got my first watch.
So,
So-
how old is the brand?
Holgar.
Holgar?
Yes.
Holgar is 2 years old now.
Oh, it's
It
a
was
pandemic,
formed-
baby.
Yeah, it's a micro brand. It was formed in 2020, and we launched it into the U.S. Last year. Last year in September of last year, we launched it. We're a micro brand, so we only do about 1,500 pieces a year.
Okay.
Nothing more, and we want to stay that way. So I
Where's
wouldn't
your-
say they're limited editions, but with each watch, each reference, each model has a maximum of 40 to 50 pieces available worldwide.
Small
So
batch run.
Yeah.
And what's the movements that you put in them?
We have in our men's collections, we have 3 different lines. We have a sports classic, which is automatic, a classic automatics, and then we have our chronographs, which are ETA movements, ETA quartz movements. And then
ETA,
in our
baby.
automatics, we have the Celita, the
SDW
SW200.
So
200?
it's all Swiss up in there.
All Swiss.
All Swiss?
We do all our manufacturing in Bienne, in Switzerland, in Bienne.
Yeah, that's
And what's
right.
the price point for your collections?
My price points in our men's collection, our chronographs start off at $14.95, and our automatics are at $16.95.
Okay,
You know?
Pretty good.
it's pretty good. Not bad.
904 stainless steel plating. All of them come with deployment buckles. Gouache dials with applied hands. So all the real gimmicks of a real Swiss watch.
Hey, I'm a fan.
That
I love
at
that
an
he said
affordable
gimmicks.
price.
One last question.
Yeah.
What is your spirit watch? What watch defines you? If you could, any watch brand, anything at all, what's one watch that would symbolize who you are? And you can't say your own brand.
Yeah.
You can't say.
Let's say that your brand doesn't exist.
That's
about to
a
say Gucci.
tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one right there. That's a tough one right there because many brands.
So like Rich told me I was a Seiko.
I would have to go. I would have to go with the Rolex.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
You can't
go with
go
the
wrong.
Rolex.
You can't go wrong.
Classic.
Hey, the crown, right?
The crown.
is
Gotta
there.
kiss the crown.
Yeah,
Anyways,
exactly.
guys, Holgar watches. Check them out.
Holgar Watches, the Lord of the Ring collection. All right, thanks, guys.
H-O-L-G-A-R.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Next guest, we have a Wiz512 member, Keith.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Thanks
love
for being
it.
my first friend in America. And I've been here for 11 years.
I don't know about friends. So
Anyone that replies to me is my new best friend.
I'm not gonna look at you. Actually, just gonna look down.
So he was walking by, said hi, and we said, "Sit your ass down. You're on the podcast
And
now."
Jay kidnapped
Yeah.
this guy. He just like.
So did you
forced
just
him.
get here?
Just got here, yeah.
Oh, nice. What are you
Yeah.
wearing?
I'm wearing black,
Holy shit! You
Dark
can't
Side of the
even-
Moon.
You cannot read the time with that thing.
Oh, it's awesome. You just need a little bit of light. If you're stuck in the moon, you're a bit screwed, but
It's very shiny.
I love it. I really like it. It's like,
And I like his shirt, human made. It's
yeah.
it's a good
Is it
brand.
really
Japanese
human
brand.
made?
I've got a dog on the back.
Yep.
Okay.
Human made.
Yeah.
Cute.
And
So
our-
It's one of the
so-
guys that did Bape, I think. I don't know.
yeah, Nigo.
Oh.
Is it Nigo? Yeah.
So what has been your coolest thing that you've seen here in
This
MicroLux?
guy here, dude.
Well, let's see what he's got.
I've
He
just
might
met these guys, these two British Portuguese guys, got a brand called Escudo. They're doing dive watches, and one of them's from Portugal, lives in the UK. One of them's British and lives in Portugal. And the coolest thing is when you breathe on the front of the glass, you see their logo come up. That's pretty cool.
I wonder how they do that.
If you're in a sauna, that's perfect. You can see
Yeah.
their
So
logo.
you can wear it in the shower like you. And
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, I basically like anyone that's British. So talking to Mike, freakily know because I listened to the podcast. Was it the 2040 podcast?
Yeah.
About him, and now I know all about him, and he's never met me, and it's really creepy.
That's what Jay does to our guests. He does
I
deep
make him feel
research.
uneasy. Like RT Custer here, I brought up some stuff that is like deep buried.
Yeah.
Like his
Like
Christmas
Nardwar
tree
type of
farm.
stuff. You know
Yeah.
who Nardwar is?
Yeah.
He's the guy. Yeah. So
like
he's
Nardwar.
basically the watch Nardwar.
Oh, come on.
But
Thank
cooler.
you.
But
Thank
cooler.
you. Thank you.
though.
I mean, I like Nardwar. Nardwar is cool.
Nardwar is awesome.
So, our episode just got 10 times cooler, actually.
Yeah.
I promise you. Because
Do you
we
want
had-
to just take over?
We had a
actually, for
British
the rest
voice.
Of the day?
We have a British voice.
So what do you eat for breakfast? And
Oh, fuck.
is it
Don't-
beans?
Don't say fucking beans.
Eat Sausage and beans.
Sausage and beans. There we go. There
Well,
we go.
I actually eat porridge, but you call it oatmeal.
Okay.
So porridge sounds better than oatmeal,
It does.
I think.
Reminds me of like
Like Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist. Exactly.
He said, may I have some more,
Yeah, may I have
please?"
some more, please?
And there was a famous British comedy show called Porridge
Yeah.
because it's slang for jail. Like if you're in jail, you do porridge because I think it's because
that's
of
what
the
you
gruel
eat.
It's what
that you
the
eat
gruel you
there.
eat.
And so that was a famous like British comedy show.
Okay, what's your spirit watch? If there's one watch that defines you, your soul,
What
your
is it?
person, what is it?
I have one for you. I'll tell you
All
it
right.
after.
He wants you to go first.
Stump me. You go first.
So the guy who founded MicroLux said I look like a fucking Seiko.
And he said I look like a moon swatch.
So it's whatever. That
I
take
didn't know
that.
you were talking about who your twin was.
That's toxic as shit, dude. All right. So what are you, Keith?
My spirit watch. Fuck. That's your wife, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's so weird how you know. It's like me knowing everything about him. I'm just like, hello, I'm Keith.
My wife is a cross.
I'm
by the
like
way.
your weird, creepy stalker.
So
I
yeah.
actually don't know what my spirit watch would
ducking
be.
it, man.
Like, I would say maybe I just bought this mad watch that my mum and dad are coming over for Thanksgiving, and so I found that you can buy stuff on like UK sites that don't ship to the States. So I've just bought this swatch that was a Spike Lee version. It says "Wake Up" all around the edges,
Oh,
and it's
nice.
massive. It's a dive watch from the 90s. And I reckon swatches were like my first, swatches or Seikos were my first watches I got into. So
That's
anything that's like super cool, swatch or Seiko, will probably be my spirit before I got able to buy fancy watches.
Okay, that's
Okay.
pretty good.
That's acceptable.
I would put you as the James Bond Seamaster.
Yeah. Limited edition James
Ask me
Bond.
why.
You
Ask
can't-
me why.
Yeah.
That's
Why?
It's
Why?
the fucking accent.
God damn. That's higher thinking.
Keeping it real.
Hey, thanks for
genius.
chatting with us.
Thanks,
buddy.
Keith.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
you're
you.
up.
Appreciate it. All right, we got a random person that just showed up, and he's super drunk right now. What's your name?
I wish I
drunk.
was. My name's Victor.
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 Hey, my name is Jay. Let me shake your hand.
Jay, nice to meet you.
Hey,
Don't
I'm
squeeze too
Brendan.
hard.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Brandon.
meet you, buddy.
Yeah.
So-
Welcome to the show.
So, who told you to come here?
Alan.
Alan. Of course,
He's
it
my-
would be fucking Alan.
He's my coworker.
So, this is this your first watch event? First watch?
He's not
It
a
is,
watch
yeah.
guy. He's not a
He,
watch guy.
Oh yeah, I don't see a watch on your
And
wrist.
that's the thing. I had a soccer game. I had two,
Infiltrator, get the security over here.
I had
now.
two soccer
Kick him
games this
out.
morning. I even forgot my wedding band.
Oh shit.
I don't think you
I
wanted
don't
to
know
say
about
that,
that,
man.
dude.
I don't know.
I
we
didn't forget my ring, my school ring though.
You know why? It's because he had to chug it to get it out. I'm assuming he's an Aggie just because of this.
Yes.
Ugh.
I know.
It is what it is. But hey, so now that we have you here, do you have any other tattoos?
I have one on my ass cheek.
What?
Yes.
You're joking.
Let me tell you a story.
Show us.
No. So it's really in there. So
It's really in there?
yeah.
Like it's in the crack?
The artist had to go
it's
up.
close.
Okay, tell us what
Hey.
it is. Describe the ass.
All right, so
Tattoo.
it's a piece of toast. Let me tell you why. Awesome story. Awesome story. So, me and my homeboys, we went to Vegas. I don't even know what it was for. You know, that's the start of it. You know, we went to Vegas, and ever since high school, you know, we call ourselves the Bread Boys.
Oh shit, because
you're making money, right?
And so,
Making money.
like, we all got together and we're like, we need a tattoo, you know, all
Holy.
of us together. And so we're like, let's just do a piece of like a loaf of bread. And so two of my homies got the end pieces, and I have one of the middle pieces.
Oh wow, they got the
Okay.
short end of the stick. No one
Yeah,
eats that
you got
fucking,
the actual meat.
dude. No one eats the ends.
Yeah.
Their ass never gonna get ate. No, I don't know, but
So, so this is your first watch event, though,
yes,
right?
it is.
And what do you think so far? What's the vibe?
I just got in here. I just saw this one right here. I was looking for Alan, but you know, I'm
okay.
gonna be.
Are you
No,
gonna-
go
are
ahead.
you gonna
Give
buy
us,
it?
give us the real shit, like bunch of weirdos, huh?
no,
bit.
no.
You don't think
lying.
the watch collector people are weirdos?
No,
Well,
I get-
you're our new best friend, dude.
I get along
What
with
are you
every-
doing later?
I get along with everybody.
What are you doing later for
There's
like
an
the next
after
48
party
hours?
here.
The next 48 hours, I'm going out tonight for one of
Oh,
my.
you can't hang out with us?
Oh, come on, bro. It's an open bar.
Come on, you have cool tattoos and stuff.
yeah.
We can show
And
people.
you have the fucking loaf.
I'm married now, so I gotta.
Oh.
Man,
take
I'm
care-
married too.
I know. Well,
okay.
So
Not to his wife.
well, she works. She works tomorrow. She's a nurse, so she works 12-hour shifts. So she's getting off. She's gonna be tired. And she's gonna go to sleep early. So maybe.
So you're gonna buy a watch today?
I just bought a truck, so maybe I don't know.
Okay.
That's
Man, I
a
don't-
yes.
You can get a watch to match the truck. Think about it, looking like a brand new $1 million man, dude.
I wish, but
million buck ain't even shit
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
All right,
Okay. Well,
hey,
thanks for
sitting
joining.
down,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
You from Austin here?
Yeah, Austin,
Yeah.
man. Born and raised.
Hey,
Check
oh
out
shit,
Dufresne.
same here. Let's go. That's rare
Not
nowadays.
me. Not me.
No, this
Nah,
guy is
a lot of implants, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
from fucking California though.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, Dufresne's good. What was it? Havan Tuvali?
Yeah, Havan Tavali.
Yeah.
This guy
Very
from
cool.
where's he from? Like Taiwan?
He's from Taiwan. He's Taiwan based, but he's got like really cool designs.
Okay.
But he's got a cool idea where you can choose between a Swiss movement or Chinese movement for the same watch. So you can
Okay.
do Swiss movement for $700 or
Yeah.
Chinese for
A
$350.
little bit of a customizable thing,
Yeah.
you
Cool,
know.
man.
I
Real
mean,
cool, real
that's
cool.
the American way, right?
Right.
You gotta have it your
From
way
a
at the end of the day.
Taiwanese dude, American
Yeah.
way.
And honestly, go hang out with the guys at Zodiac up
Mike
front if
Pearson.
you haven't. They're awesome.
I got one on.
You got
man.
one?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, yeah.
Is that a
What do you got,
vintage
man?
one?
So this one's a Sea Dragon Chrono specifically.
That's cool.
I know right now they're doing a lot like the Rages, that Sea Wolf, kind of
Yeah.
like the real vintage, you know. I think I actually work for Fossil. I just kind of came to check everybody
shit.
else out.
Let's
Yeah.
Oh, we
You got
got
one
an
of those sundial
insider.
watches over there?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
He tried to fool us. He said he's like just
I mean,
getting into
I'm not
watches.
I'm not massive on
Yeah,
watches.
but
I'm
you-
still like, I'm new. I know there's a lot of people
Yeah.
that they know everything.
What do you do for Fossil? If you can
I'm
say.
actually just a store manager.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make my way up to corporate, just kind of learn a little bit of everything.
Where's
but,
the store here?
here in San Marcos.
San
so it's like
Marcos.
one of the outlet
Oh,
stores.
I know what you're
Nice,
talking about.
man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fossil though, located up in Richardson, Texas. So
Well, cool. Thanks for talking to us,
yeah,
bro.
man.
We got how do you pronounce your name?
Nhan.
Nhan.
No one in the group has said my name
Oh,
right.
I've been
Since I
saying
joined.
none.
It's been 6 months.
Oh my god, yeah.
Why did you correct us?
Yeah. So
No, I.
So Nana over here has been in the group for a long time, and we've all been saying his name wrong. We
Yeah.
thought his name was Nhan, but it's Nana. So what's
Nan,
up, man?
Pan, man.
So what you got on your wrist?
I have a Cope 1159.
Sheesh.
What
you
color
got-
is it?
Man,
This is blue, baby.
How much did you spend on the strap?
I spent $500 on the
There
strap.
you go,
that's
baby.
a good deal, actually. It's not bad.
That would buy
It's
you a
a-
Dufresne Waterloo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the strap I needed to make it fit for me.
It is
It does look
my
really good.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Michael Kors homage out there.
I've done plenty of PRs in the gym with this. The flyback, I use it in the gym.
Yeah?
Oh man,
It's a
Wow.
lifestyle watch.
I mean, it's
baby.
unlocked your potential, it sounds like.
man does not give a fuck. Using
So-
the AP in the gym.
It cannot be bottled up.
So you
can
must
use
have-
it for anything.
You must have gotten a Royal Oak off of buying that, right?
I did get a Royal Oak after buying that.
there you
yeah.
go. See, that's
Are
a
you
secret.
working your
Within
way?
a couple months,
You working your way up to a jumbo?
I am.
You working up to the discontinued millenary?
When
I tried to get a millenary. I asked for a millenary because I actually like the millenary.
It is
they
cool.
discontinued
when
it.
you get that jumbo, can you give me that Michael Kors watch?
No, this is a forever piece.
Does it feel fragile? Like it looks fragile? I'm like,
No.
does it? No?
The thing is like there's no bezel, so it's as strong as the sapphire crystal can handle.
Yeah?
So you can just like whack it into stuff.
Is
It's
that
fine.
what the salesperson told you?
No, this is legit.
Okay.
It's actually a pro, not a con, all right?
yeah.
So even though I'm making fun of it, I do like it a lot.
It does look
So,
good.
There's 7 layers of lacquer to it.
you
Nobody
know,
asked.
Some of the wow.
That's a key distinction. I think
we-
it's better than Moser.
we
The
just-
May is better.
We just told you we kind of like it. You don't need to talk it up
now
anymore.
All right, well, thanks for hanging out,
Thanks,
Nana.
buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Nana.
Follow me at Wonton Soup Swole.
Wonton Soup
On
Swole.
Instagram.
See his PR, see his
Man-
kittens, see
man,
everything.
Not none.
So what's your name, sir?
So I'm Rainer Dickey.
Okay. And what are you most excited about to see today?
Today I'm most excited about these micro brands, my favorite being the Sacred Crafts micro brand.
Okay. Well, why is that?
Because it's made from many reclaimed things that I find are very interesting. Reclaimed old boats from Thailand, using metal from these old boats, using the wood from these old boats. And that's just totally great. Upcycled, really cool.
Absolutely. And if you were to put one spirit watch to represent who you are, what's your spirit watch?
I would have to say an Oris waterproof 1965.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, VJ, you heard that.
And finally, the last question.
Do you have anything that you want to get off your chest?
Any
Not
dark
even-
secrets you can
Not even watch related.
tell the world anonymously here.
Anonymously.
We'll keep your name out of it. Any dark secrets that you have?
The first watch I was ever given was a Rolex for my high school graduation.
Whoa.
And I was a punk, and I didn't appreciate it one bit. and I might have wore it a total of two, 3, 4 times. And 12 years later, I hawked it when I had babies and I needed money.
Okay. Well, thank you for
That's
telling.
awesome.
That's honestly the way it should be. You should any of
You
these
should
things
put
should be sold for your
family
family
first.
first. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, I appreciate
Hey, no
it.
problem. It was great.
And we're back, and we're here with,
Kareem Kafuri with Core Timepieces.
and that's Core, C-O-R-E.
Correct.
Core Timepieces. Why don't you tell us about your brand in one sentence?
Sure. Our brand is all about individuality and what's at the core of each person.
Okay.
Oh, I dig that.
Nice.
I remember they had this watch. It's the GMT, I think, and it has like a fire shit in the middle. I
right
swear.
there.
A fire shit? That's a fire shit.
No. It's a flame thing. And I remember I saw it and I was like,
yeah.
yo, this is like, this reminds me of Naruto.
This is really fun.
I know.
This is a really fun
I know. Let me
watch,
see that.
man. That's a cool one.
Yeah. This is what I was like, yo, this is actually sick.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I like stole your
Yeah, no,
spotlight.
it's all right.
Go ahead.
I mean, that watch is actually called Fury, and it's about a week old. The idea there is what's your passion? On the back of it, it's engraved. It says, "Die of nothing but a passion to live." And really, the concept is that everybody's got their interests and their passions, and they just have to do that. Go out and do it, no matter what it is. It's an all-titanium GMT diver, 300-meter depth, and comes with a Barton strap as well down here in the bottom. And it's a great value. I mean, we're doing them for $5.99 retail. So to get a titanium GMT automatic with 300-meter depth, sapphire crystal, and all that for less than $600 is a pretty nice value.
And where are you based out of?
We're based in New York.
Based in New York.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're based in New York, and basically the company is myself and my brother-in-law, Stephen Conti. He does all the design, I do all the manufacturing, and he's currently at a tattoo and hot rod convention in New York.
That sounds much better than this.
While I'm at a watch show
Yeah.
in
Who got
Austin,
the short
Texas.
end of the
You
stick
got
there,
the short
I think.
end.
But, you know, the thing is
But
that-
you're in Austin, Texas, which
yes,
is kind of cool.
correct. It appeals
right.
to both. You know, that's the neat thing about it. I mean, these watches are kind of appealing to both. And one watch that we have, which is kind of our claim to fame, is this watch, which is our 7 Sins watch. What's neat about that watch
7
is
Sins.
that basically at 9 o'clock, you've got the Sins window, and every 24 hours, a different sin shows up.
Yo.
And the idea is do you embrace or rebel? So like if greed comes up, you say, hey, you know what? I want to do more for others, or I want to do more for myself.
And it's a switchblade that
It's
you
a
got.
the hands are switchblades.
Yeah.
The second hand is a blood droplet. And basically it's really a neat piece. We've got an automatic, we've got some quartzes, and then that one in your hand is the black gold, which is 18 karat gold. Comes on 2 different bracelets, and
Is it 18 solid 18
no,
karat?
18 karat gold plated.
Okay.
And it comes also with a set of 18 karat gold plated dice inside. And if you read the back of the casing, you'll see what it says on the back.
One roll, bet your soul. Roll 13 to it.
Because you'll never roll 13.
So, can you share with us any sins you've committed?
I think every one of us has our own little sins that we get into now and again, and I guess really what it's about is what it means for you, and whether you choose to, again, like embrace or rebel against that, right? So we always think about the fact that the sin comes up and that's a bad thing, but actually you can use it and go the opposite way. So let's say like sloth comes up, you can say, hey, you know what? I need to be make it a little bit easy because I've been running around too crazy, or I need to actually get off my butt and do something.
So this is kind of like a self-help watch too.
It's a moral compass. It's a moral compass on your wrist.
I love it. And is there, like, I guess when you make one of these is going to become like your bestseller, right? Do you have like a bestseller that?
So far, our bestseller among the 7 sins has been our Core automatic diver. It's an all PVD black automatic diver. That one has been kind of our claim to fame. We launched it and featured it at Art Basel in 2019, like right before the pandemic.
Okay.
And it just had a huge splash because it was like a pop art Submariner.
Is that in still production?
Yeah, it's still in production. That's our most popular model.
So here's a tip: you can keep it out of production for 3 years and then bring it back and call it the Encore.
Yeah, that's a good
Encore timepieces.
That's a good idea.
Well, we love the watch.
We love the watch.
Thanks for checking us out, man.
Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And we're back. And who do we have here?
Joseph Line.
All right, Joseph. So we have, 3 questions just to ask you real quick.
Let's have them.
What's the most exciting thing you saw today at the watch event?
I've seen most of the watches, probably the dollies.
art.
The doll. Okay.
I love that. That's a good
That's
response.
a good answer. Yeah.
To be
Now-
honest, I love watches. I have a few, but I also love art.
Okay. So now,
it's
instead
a-
of asking you about what's your spirit watch, what's your spirit art? If you're a piece of artwork, if you could describe yourself as a piece of artwork.
Boy, that's a
loaded
searching
question.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to think. I've traveled quite a bit and seen a lot of beautiful art. Probably some ancient artifacts with its precious stones, emeralds, rubies, and gold from maybe the 14th, 15th century.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay, and last question. If you want to get anything off your chest, any deep
Anonymously.
secrets that you want to release into the world anonymously, here's the time to do it.
I'm just grateful to be alive and thankful, and I just want to live I'd like to have a life that's full of meaning, satisfying, and
rubies.
Die a peace, man.
That's awesome.
All right.
Hey, thanks
Hey,
for sitting
thank you
down
so
with
much.
us.
Thank you guys. It's nice.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, this time though, we're back with our friend, our listener, our homeboy, Sam. And we went to town last night. Yeah.
That was insane.
Surprised that he's
We had a
awake.
fun time.
Surprised that we're awake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You made it back to
You made
your
it back.
your house okay?
I made it back safe.
That's good. That's what I'm talking
To
about.
be honest, I don't know how I got back home, but I made it safe.
That's good.
That's
hey, you
what
know
matters. First question, what was the most exciting thing you've seen at MicroLux?
Man, there's so many brands that are blowing my mind today and yesterday. Yeah, I was here yesterday, went around. There's so many, like 35. I can't believe it. But I love Havan Tavali. Is
Oh, yeah.
that their name? Havan Tavali.
That's my favorite one too.
And yeah, the Zodiac booth is legit. I'm like in the Zodiac booth. And yeah, free coffee. Can't complain.
Yeah, can't beat that, right?
Can't beat that. If you could describe yourself as any watch, what would you say your spirit watch is?
My spirit watch would be the Oris Aquis, the 39.5. That's the one that I got to commemorate my staff sergeant promotion
Let's
in
go.
the Air Force Reserves. I've served for 10 years now. It's crazy. But yeah, the Zin. No, I'm wearing the Zin 104 ST today.
But yesterday you were wearing
You're wearing the tungsten
Oris
bezel.
Aquis.
tungsten bezel. That thing is always gonna shine.
You know, it's cool. It seems that a lot of this people's spirit like watches is Oris.
Do you have any dark secrets you want to get off your chest on the show?
Just get something off your chest.
Just get it off. We've been asking anyone. They
Oh,
can
man.
do it anonymously and get it off their chest.
not anonymous.
Oh, this one's not going to be anonymous.
'Cause
So
we-
think about that for a second before you speak.
Exactly. Not off the top of my head. I think
Oh,
I
he's keeping
get
it
some more
deep
coffee.
inside there. Hey, I would do the same. We're live.
All right.
We're back.
First things first.
All right.
Who the fuck just sat down? And what drink number are you on? Because I swear to God, that's
That's
like
a
the
great
fourth
question.
one.
Yeah, the boys know already. I need the performance enhancer to stand behind the,
The
table
PEDs.
today.
Yeah,
it's a
okay.
Good 6 hours trying to sell watches out here, but I'm Spencer Shattuck from Towson Watch Company, so came over from Baltimore, Maryland.
Why
Hey.
don't you tell us in one sentence, what is the brand?
Well, the brand is actually one of America's oldest watchmakers that still exists today. So it started in 1998, and we make all of them in Baltimore. We got a full team of young apprentices working under our founders, and it's a growing process right now.
And how long have you been with the company?
I've been with the company for 2 years now. I actually did a apprenticeship. All right, nice, thanks. Yeah, I just got a compliment on some of our pieces. Always love to hear that.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
But actually, back about 10 years ago, I spent 2 weeks with the founders of this company learning about watchmaking. And then a family friend, the Kevin Plank of Under Armour, actually bought the company.
Oh, really?
And 2 years ago, he sold it to me. So I'm the new owner of the company.
Oh, you're the new owner of the company.
shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a dream come true. Full circle story for me. It's awesome.
So let's take one or two of your like iconic watches for the brand and just kind of go over what they are.
So I guess you could say our signature piece is our Pride 2. It's actually triangular. So basically the only other watch you could really relate it to is the Hamilton Ventura.
Oh, wow.
We made this watch about 8 years ago. We worked with the refurbishers of this ship that was built in Baltimore, one of the oldest sailing boats in America. So if you stand at the top of the mast on that ship and look down at the bow, our case has the same dimensions as that bow and the same dimensions as our shield, our logo. So that's definitely the most standout piece, the official conversation starter. I like to call it a pendant on the wrist. You guys are going to have to check it out after this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely have to check that out. And I also see that you guys have a moon phase.
Dude, that's like a
Perpetual-
complicated watch.
Yeah, we've got a chop tank, the Mission Moon. Both of them use the Valjoux 7751, assembled and decorated by our watchmakers in Baltimore. But both of those pieces are basically just packing in everything mechanical horology can offer into one. So you've got a
So if you're a value buyer, that's the watch you go for, right?
definitely it is a value buy. You got the moon phase, it's the chronograph, minute counter, hour counter,
Holy
day,
shit, I
date.
think that even has like
month.
a weight scale.
Yeah, and then we
For all the weed that you smoke,
and
right?
then we stick a tube through it
It
to
looks
allow
sick.
easy operation of the movement. So you got a day corrector pusher on the left side, and then quick set for the moon phase and all the other complications through the crown.
What are the price ranges for your watches?
So we actually just came out with a new release, the Recruit vs. Cadet. It's a military watch, basically playing on the Army versus Navy rivalry we have over in Baltimore. It's priced at $12.50, and then we can go up to anything of $25,000 with a solid gold half
Holy
skeleton
fuck,
on the
dude.
wrist right here.
Wow.
So it's a wide range. We make the watches we want to make. It's a diverse collection.
Wow, that's awesome.
Damn,
Thanks.
holy shit.
Yeah. What's your spirit watch? This is what we've been asking everyone. If there's one
Not
watch
your
that,
own brand, though.
not your own brand, but if there's a watch out there that represents who you are, what would be your spirit watch?
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of other like big watch guys would take offense to this in many ways, and not to bash the brand I'm talking about by any means, but my grail watch is anything from Jacob & Co. I love Jacob.
dude.
Jacob is my favorite, not just
Holy
watchmaker,
shit.
but artisan.
So
The
did
guy
you hear-
does spectacular things. Being like running a watch company myself, I see Jacob and it inspires me to the fullest.
That's
So-
amazing.
This is why I love watches.
That's awesome.
Jacob encompasses that.
Jacob & Co.
I love Jacob.
So you got to get in touch with producer Michael then, because
Don't-
those two
not-
guys are tight.
Not
right?
a big producer Michael guy, but I like that he likes Jacob just
Well,
like me.
what's your
Hell
favorite Jacob watch then?
Oh, I can't actually pinpoint one. I like every single one that they've made in the past year. Literally, if you go on the Instagram feed, every single one I want to be able to make myself.
Say something off your chest. Something that's
He
been
wants
on your
you to-
chest that you want to get off.
Get off your chest. Anything right now. Release the demons inside of you.
Towson Watch Company needs more attention. It's been around for 25 years. We got young, new leadership here, and with these young, hip podcasters with a lot of momentum, I feel like this whole watchmaking world's changing in a new age, and we've got a whole bunch of just young collectors and watchmakers that are really going to push this industry here in America forward. So
You hear that, old bitches? Get the hell
Get
out
the
of the
fuck
way.
outta
Get the fuck.
here.
It's our
Get
turn
out.
now.
It's our turn.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
right.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
Towson
Watches.
man.
Check 'em
American
out.
made. We have Jared here. He
What's
just
up,
got
guys?
here. He doesn't know anything about the watches or shit yet.
Haven't seen a
So,
thing.
First question is, what do you think you're excited for to see?
I was mainly just excited to see Josh. I walked in, I saw him through the window, and I was like, gotta go say hi to that guy.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, just lucked out. I got
My heart
exactly
is
what I
pounding.
came for.
That's so sweet.
What is your deepest, darkest secret? Bare your soul for the internet.
My deepest, darkest secret.
It's pretty anonymous.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't. It's not even like a hot take. That's the thing. I'm trying to think of when it's going to really be a hot take.
Doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to
So
be,
I
man.
just the past like 2 weeks actually subscribed to the Rolex subreddit. I've only been subbed to like the watches and watch exchange subreddits. So I subbed to the Rolex subreddit. And I'm seeing all the posts. Like, holy shit, the Rolex subreddit is more toxic than watches.
Oh, yeah. It's like the worst.
Watches hates on Rolex fans. Rolex hates on Rolex fans.
And they hate on each other.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like,
Yeah.
people get watches and they're like, "Oh, I'm so excited about it," and they're like, "Fuck you," and it's like, why
dude,
are
just
you
say
here?
congrats,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
You're weirdo.
It took you more time to bash this dude for like finally getting the watch that he
just
wanted.
moving on.
Yeah. So I've been
Weirdo.
feeling that the past couple weeks. People are like, "Oh, I'm so excited I got my watch," and everyone's like, "You suck for buying that." And it's like,
So
why
you-
do you hang out here, dude?
You're secretly the #1 troll in the Rolex Reddit, huh?
I'm actually the 1 through 3 top accounts.
Yeah.
There's so many dudes on there who are just like, "You suck if you're buying Rolexes right now. Everyone should boycott Rolex dealers." And it's like, you're putting way too much thought and effort behind this.
Weirdos. Man, that's pretty good. All right. Well, thanks, Jared. Nice seeing you. Saying now you can go actually see watches.
Yeah.
We ambushed him, by the way, because we're at the fucking front.
Yep.
So now we have Mike.
Hello, it's Michael.
He's back.
Big Mike.
We've had him.
Welcome,
And,
Big Mike.
Mike, so we just have a couple questions. You were already here today and yesterday.
Yes.
So, out of all of the watches here, what was one that excited you?
What was that brand? It was the Portuguese
Escudo.
brand.
Oh, yeah.
Escudo.
Did you get your hot breath all over that thing?
I did. A
It's
couple
so
times I was like,
badass.
oh, it's ASMR right here.
Yeah.
I was
Dude, it
doing
was
that all
good
over
though,
the
right?
glass. It was not at the case size.
Those dudes partied with us last night.
I wanted to go out, but I was not.
Dude, I was so
not
cool.
partying
They
last
kept
night.
partying.
Yeah, it was supposed to be pretty wild.
They were
But
wild.
yeah, I loved it. The one with the
Yes,
the
yeah,
root, I
the
call
wine.
it the root beer look with that
Yeah.
the brown bezel.
It's a good
That
one.
one is super sharp. The Jack Mason GMT is pretty nice.
I hadn't seen that one yet.
Again, their root beer look. I just really
Root
like
beer-esque.
that earth tone one. That was super nice. And then the brand from Taiwan. I don't know how to.
Who at the Tavali or some
Yeah,
shit like
Yeah.
that, right?
Ron Tavali.
Tavali,
Everybody loves
Tavali.
that dude.
Yeah, I
And
love that shit.
The
Yeah,
one with
that's
the
the shit.
cream,
Yeah.
cream and tan dial.
All right, another one. What's your spirit watch?
My spirit watch.
If you were to
Ooh,
encapsulate who you are in a watch.
that's pretty tough. I've never thought about that. It'd be something sporty, either a GM, maybe a diver.
What
maybe,
model though?
Maybe like a Black Bay 58.
All right.
I don't even
Good watch.
have that
It's a good
one,
watch.
but I like it because it's like
You don't have to have
it's
it, you know?
it's a quality dive piece, right? And it's not too flashy, but it's nice.
So it's you.
And
Yeah.
it's not extra. 'Cause
That's you.
I feel like that's, I want to have a solid foundation through my personality and character, but not be too extra.
Now, being such a laid-back, even-keel guy, though, you got to have some skeletons in the closet. So right now here on Watch Cringe,
Okay.
what is your deepest, darkest secrets?
Deepest,
What do you got to you got to let something out
Let
for the
something
internet?
off your chest, man.
Yeah,
Let
let's hear
something
it.
off your chest.
Well, watch related?
No,
No.
doesn't have to be.
No. But I'm
okay,
thinking of
okay.
one just because we're already in the environment, and I'm not proud to admit it, but I've found myself too much judging people based off their watch in person, in real life, on TV shows. For example, I've been watching a lot of like Netflix shows
Bling Empire
with
or
Luce, and there's like these rich characters and all that. And when they don't have a nice watch on, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. It's like you're saying you're like a multimillionaire and you don't have a fucking watch. Not even an Apple Watch.
Or like selling Sunset or selling the OC. I judge all of them. I remember the.
Holy shit.
He's all like, you can't buy this fucking house.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks for sitting
Mike.
down. What's up, man? Introduce yourself a little bit.
Hi, I'm Jordan Mendez, and I'm a local watch enthusiast in Austin, Texas.
That's what I'm talking about. Have you been here yesterday, or is this first time today?
Came today, first time today, yeah.
Have you looked around?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, cool. So what is the watch that excited you, that you've enjoyed seeing?
Yeah,
What's
so
one?
I thought all the watches were amazing. The Custos, obviously, seen that.
Oh, yeah.
The Tourbillon is incredible.
It's nuts.
But as far as what I'd like to potentially add to my collection right now, I was very impressed with the guys from Dallas, the Jack Mason guys.
Oh, yeah.
And one of
The
their
GMT, right?
Yes. I love the dial, the bracelet, everything was just perfect.
If you were to describe yourself as any one watch, what watch would you say you are?
It depends on the day. I feel like some days I'm my very first watch. A lot of days I'm kind of that Rolex Explorer.
I like that.
With the Explorer 2, the GMT.
Yeah.
40 millimeter. I love that one. I know folks love the Polar, but I'm very traditional. I like the black dial on mine, and it's that's
Polar
probably
guy.
my most the
That's
one
your
I'm
spirit watch.
Yeah, but my very first piece, I went kind of in a totally different direction, and that's my random watch. Is Maurice Lacroix.
Oh,
It's
I love Maurice Lacroix.
But it's a square Pontos.
Oh,
and
wow. Yeah, I remember that.
It's got the Reserve de Marche, the Power
Yeah.
Reserve.
Yep.
And so that one I feel like I can wear and be totally under the radar.
Do you have anything you want to kind of get off your chest? Doesn't have to be a watch-related thing.
Oh, no. Get off my chest? Oh, man. it's not a bad thing to get off my chest. I'm just, I'm grateful that my 9-year-old boy's here with me today. Sawyer, say hi.
Say hi. There you go. You guys heard him.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. We have Charles now. What's up, man?
How's it going? I'm Charles. I'm a designer. I live in Austin, Texas. What's good?
That's pretty much it. My boy spent a little bit of time with the Fossil designers. You guys had a lot in common, right?
I mean, yeah, it was great. We are both designers, but that's not actually my favorite watch. That's not what I came here to talk about today.
Yeah? So what is your favorite right now?
I'm really into the Ingenieur Gerald Genta NFT watch.
That's sold, right? That's sold already.
Yeah, I bought like 2 of them.
Dude, did you see that shit? Actually, it sold at Antiquorum for $28,000.
It sold?
It sold.
Wait, it actually sold.
It sold.
Oh, wait, okay. The meme's over. It actually sold.
It sold.
I don't feel good.
Yeah, it's sick.
Can I be excused?
Yeah, can you imagine that? Like, you make a watch that the indices don't even fucking line up. The 12 o'clock marker for it wasn't lined up and straight, and someone was goofy enough to pay 28. I'm assuming it's actually either Mondani or Ingenieur who bought it as like a marketing thing.
That would make sense.
Lose a couple $1,000.
But hopefully make it back in marketing or whatever the hell eventually.
But I don't know. They were thanking the haters. Who do we have here?
I'm Steve. I'm here to look at some cool watches today.
So what are some of your favorite watches that you've seen here so far?
Well, one of the ones I like was this guy from Israel. He's making these custom watches himself.
Oh, wait, which one is that one?
I have to check what.
Itai Noi? Is that Itai Noi? No?
Ita, yeah.
Yeah, Itai.
Yeah. And there's also one I saw was pretty nice, a Strafford watch. It's a square watch.
Yeah, they're from Austin, right?
Yeah, and I watched the development on the MicroBrand Facebook. And that one is I really like the different colors of the dial and the kind of the retro look. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
I like that. Out of all the watches in the world, what would you describe as your spirit watch? Like a watch that describes who you are. Doesn't have to be from here.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I get different watches from time to time. I wear them for a while and it's still evolving, right? That's the thing with being a watch collector. Is you're kind of learning what you really like.
Name one.
Well, I'm wearing this like Helson GMT watch, which is pretty nice. It's a 38mm watch. So one nice thing about MicroBrands is they have different sizes that will fit your
accessible
your wrist.
sizes.
And they also are a little bit different. Cost is you can afford to get maybe a larger number of watches than if you just buy like a few very high-end watches, right?
That's true.
And you never know with the high-end watch, you might get a little tired of it, and
eventually
maybe you got to flip it and sell it, to somebody to get money to buy other watches. But with MicroBrand, you can have more freedom and you can experience more stuff.
That's true, and you get to talk to the people behind the brand.
That's right.
Any like secrets you want to release or get something off your chest? Doesn't have to be watch related.
Not really. I like to play my cards pretty close to my chest. So
see, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, safe answer. All right. Hey, thanks again for sitting down with us.